Going on, everybody? As you can see, I'm in the motorcycle gear today. Well, let me get this out of the way. This right here, I got bit by something the other day and my lip is swelled up, so I'm gonna be talking funny for a little while. Anyway, I am going on a 4-day camping trip by myself, all around the state of Kansas. Kansas has a somewhat unique feature about it that in every corner, all 4 corners, it touches 2 other states. So it's a 3-state corner. In each corner, there's a medallion, a marker, GPS thingy, whatever. I've always wanted to do it, so might as well do it. So fortunately for me, the first one, or the closest one to me, is like 20 miles from my house. I've actually never been down here until today. So this is what they call an obelisk. It's just a marker, nothing fancy about it. It's a place, I think anymore, it's just a place for people to come do graffiti and stuff. But try to keep the guy out of the truck there. There's, right there is the other marker. I'll go there just a second. It shows you what it kind of looks like. But going on a trip, I've always wanted to do a trip by myself. All of my clothes, tent, and cooking gear's in there, sleeping bag, pillow, chair, not my finger, chair, and other stuff in there. Got the 021 Indian Scout bobber. Got my little traveling buddy up there. Right there. Yeah, not a bike designed for traveling. This total round trip is going to be about 1,400 miles. I got to do about 350 miles each day, camping all the way. So it's going to be an adventure. So let's walk over and let me show you guys what this marker looks like. There's not a medallion here, so to speak. I think this is what they use for the medallion, but here's what it looks like. And they got this little plaque here. That basically tells you what it is. I got a good picture of it all. I'm sure with all the editing and crap, Vanya will post it. That way you can pause to read or whatever. So we're going to officially get started. I got my mileage recorded just to see how many miles I'm actually going to ride. So we're going to get on down the way, and we will see you guys somewhere between here and the northeast corner of the state. What's going on, everybody? Don't know how we'll be able to hear me. Pretty breezy here. I'm in St. Francis, Kansas, home of a really nice motorcycle museum. Learned a couple things today. When I left this morning, it was just starting to sprinkle when I left. But I looked at the map, or the radar, and it looked like I was going to just skirt right through it. And where I was going, or straight down 36, it was all clear. That was wrong. I got about 10 minutes down the road. Never rained hard, but it definitely, like a real heavy mist, almost like a really thick fog, but it was just mist, and it just soaked everything. It took me about another 20 miles to find some place to stop to get my rain gear on and to cover the bag I have, cover it up as best I could. Then I drove like that for the next hour and a half in this miserable, pukey, crappy, misty shit. So couldn't see. The visor was all fogged over, covered in water. I'd raise it up to wipe it off the inside. My glasses would get all misty. Then I really couldn't see. I can't remember what town I stopped in, but I finally pulled into a town, had a laundromat. Time for a break. So I pulled in there. Didn't unload the entire bike, but unloaded a lot of it. Took it inside. Almost stripped down. Under my riding pants, I wear a pair of leggings for insulation. So I stripped down to those, and my riding pants were soaked. My rain gear was soaked. This sweatshirt was soaked. The t-shirt I had on was soaked. My socks were soaked. I had water running out of my boots. Yeah, it was not fun. So I threw in, because I didn't get my bag covered soon enough, my sleeping bag got wet. Just in a couple spots though. So I took all that crap off, basically stripped down, threw all that crap in the dryer for about an hour. Threw my riding jacket, threw it in the wash, or in the dryer. It's waterproof for the most part, but it was wet. Main reason I did it was to heat it up. As soon as it got heated up, I took off my rain jacket because I was still cold. Put that on and it gave me some warmth. So then threw everything back in the dryer and wait for it to get dry. So about an hour, everything was dry except for my boots. So I did the old Midwest trick from back in the day. Took a pair of Walmart bags, carry-out bags. Wrapped my feet, put dry socks on, wrapped my feet up, slipped them in my boots. We used to do that all the time when we was kids. Anyway, feet stayed dry. Boots are still sopping wet though, but I don't care about the boots. So then after about another hour or so of riding in that crap some more, finally started clearing off. Now, like I said, in St. Francis, partly cloudy, but mostly blue skies. There's a nice breeze blowing. I think probably 12, 15 mile an hour breeze. So I ought to sleep good tonight with the breeze blowing. Hopefully it won't get too cold. I think it's only supposed to get down to like 55, 60 maybe. But other than that, we're doing good. I got all day tomorrow and then about 3/4 of a day after that to get home. So, oh, my lip, you can tell it's still a little swollen right there. So it looks like I got a chew in or something right there. But it's doing fine. So I'll take some pictures of camp and get I still got to get if I put my fire grill up today, I don't know, it's kind of breezy for that. And I got to go find some wood. So if I do all that, get some video of that. Till then, see you, bye. It's boiling. Gloves. I'm going to keep from burning myself, and we're going to grab a hold of it. That shit is hot. Off. Hold. Out. And start stirring. And this is what we're having today. Actually looks pretty good. Got mushrooms in it. I don't like mushrooms, but I dug the biggest ones out. So, alright, we gotta stir it up a little bit. Now we're gonna seal it up. Wait 5 minutes. What's going on, everybody? Just a little bit here. Don't mind the dirty shop. Hell, as you can see, I am back home. Got home, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Rolled in, just immediately unloaded the bike. Put everything, not everything away, but close. Separate stuff out. I got a bunch of shit to go through now. But last day of the ride. It was, as usual, nice and cool this morning. I think it was like 60 degrees when I left. Just perfect weather all the way back. Stayed in Meade, Kansas. Nice little city campground. Perfect. The only complaint I have was probably just trying to sleep through the night was the street lights. You know, they had lights on inside the park, so it was a little bit brighter than what I would have wanted. But other than that, had a decent night's sleep. I didn't sleep the greatest the whole trip, but it's to be expected. I'm on a mattress, you know, that's 4 inches thick, and I'm not a small guy. But got on, see what highway was that, 160 or 166? 160. Just blazed all the way across till I got to 166, then dropped down on that, and then pretty much straight back into home from there. I think it took 7 hours to get home, 6.5, 7 hours. I stopped in Medicine Lodge for breakfast. Normally I cook my breakfast, but last night I had an issue. I was warming up my water to have dinner. You know, the little cook stove I've got. You've seen the videos and pictures of it. I don't know how, but the stainless steel braided line was too close to the flame or something, and it burned a hole through it. I mean, just within a matter of seconds, it sounded like a jet engine going off, louder than what it was. And I looked around the corner, or around the backside of the thing, and flames were shooting out the hose. So I reached over, turned the propane off because I was worried about it exploding. So I got it turned off, and of course now I can't boil water. So I didn't have dinner last night, but I had a big lunch yesterday, so it was all right. But anyway, so this morning got up, took off, Medicine Lodge for breakfast, had a good breakfast at a diner there on the east side of town before you get out there to Walmart. Overall of the whole experience, first thing, an Indian Scout Bobber is not the bike to make that kind of trip on. It did it, obviously. Bike performed flawlessly. Just I'm too big for that bike to begin with. I'm 6'2", almost 6'3". I got long legs, 260 pounds, 250 pounds, and all my weight on the bike plus the gear. The bike wasn't overloaded, but I still managed to get. I averaged, I think, 45 miles a gallon for the entire trip, so that was good. I spent less than $100 on fuel, I think, for the whole trip. Well, for the entire trip, food, snacks, anything I bought along the way, I spent less than $200 for 4 days, 3 nights. And 2 of the parks I stayed at, I left donations for. And then everything else, I had 2 meals that I bought. Then everything else was just little piddly stuff, Snickers bar, that kind of thing. And I got back home and I still had $20 left in cash. The Scout is not designed for road trips. I mean, everybody knows that. And I was told that before I even started this trip, that I'm going to regret it or whatever, which I don't regret the trip, not at all. The biggest thing about the Scout is, especially mine's a 21 model, it doesn't have cruise control. If I could have just let go with that right hand and relaxed for a while, that would have helped. But other than that, bike performed flawlessly. The one thing I did bring that I didn't need to bring, but I'm glad that I did because it's just more comfortable, is my chair. My fold chair, camp out chair, whatever it is. Absolutely love that thing. I use it on the semi almost daily, it seems like. Love that thing. Everybody keeps asking, or on my trip on Facebook, I was posting stuff, everybody was asking about my little fire pit. It's about, I think, 20-inch square stainless steel mesh. That thing is awesome. You can't put anything big on it, of course, but for sitting at a campsite where you just want to burn some twigs, you could put a small log on it. I would say no bigger than probably 4 or 5 inch, maybe like 4 to 5 inches diameter, no more than like a 12-inch log. Once you get your good base going, set that on there. It'll burn for a while. But that thing was awesome. I love that. I'm glad I brought that. Just kind of helped set the mood, So I don't have my key with me. Damn it, I need to get my mileage still. I think I'm between 1,300 and 1,400 miles, I know that. Other than that, like I said, it was a great trip. I would like to do something like this every year, but for me and my wife, we got all these other plans going on vacations. I don't know if I'll be able to do this every year, because for this, I didn't need to take an entire week off, but I took, I got home Saturday morning. I left Monday. I don't go back to work till Monday. Or I left out Monday morning. I got back today, which is Thursday. I don't leave back out till Monday, so I took that entire week off. I don't need to take that much time off. But on that bike, about 300 miles is the most my butt wants to do on it. So we'll see. But anyway, try not to ramble on too much. I think right now all I gotta do is pull the bike out of the shop. She needs a bath. Oh, she's filthy. But other than that, it was a great trip. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know I did. Until we meet again, see you, bye.